Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today it is Snapshot 25w06a. Once again, this snapshot has some new features for the 1.21.5 update. And that is because chickens now have new variants, whether it's a cold or warm biome. Now obviously the normal chicken is still a thing. This is obviously gotten in any biome that is not cold or warm. There is then also the warm chicken, which is gotten, and okay, that does not look like how I thought it would, but that is the warm chicken, and this does also have a baby version. I have noticed that I forgot to show baby versions of the other mobs. So that is what the baby chicken looks like. And along with this, there is a new egg as well, and that is the brown egg. This is laid by the warm chicken variants. Now, as far as I can tell, these work exactly the same. When you throw these down, do they have a chance? Yes, they have a chance to spawn the warm variant. Is that even in other biomes? If that is the case, that's really cool. Let's just throw them down here. And I guess, yes, that is really cool. So if you have these, you can basically get the warm chicken in any biome. And then if we head to a taiga biome, which is one of the biomes that are classed as cold, we have the cold chicken version. And okay, that looks really cool. It has like little like feathers on its head. And once again, the baby version for this one looks like so. I'm not a fan of the cold variant of chicken, although it does look really cool. I think the head looks a bit weird. And for this egg version, we have the blue egg. So the brown, we have the blue. And then we do also have the ordinary egg, which the ordinary egg is still hatched by the temperate chicken found in most biomes. And just like the brown egg, this blue egg will spawn the cold variant no matter where you throw it. I like the new egg variants. Not only is it going to be cool for some custom decorations because they're now obviously 3 eggs, you can use them to get obviously the variant of chicken no matter where you are within the world. Now, chicken variants are not the only thing added in this update. We have also got 2 new blocks with the short dry grass and the tall dry grass. Now, the short dry grass looks like that, and the tall dry grass looks like that. Okay, I was expecting it to be 2 blocks tall, but by the looks of it, you can't place it to make it 2 blocks tall, neither with this one. What happens when you bone meal these blocks? Okay, so bone mealing this one right here spreads it 2 blocks around, but bone mealing a short one will make it 2 tall first, and then it will spread it around to the other blocks. That's kind of cool. So this block is very easy to obtain. Now, as for breaking it, it doesn't drop with your fist. That is interesting. Does it require shears to drop? And yes, just like the other grass blocks, you do require shears, or I'm guessing silk touch to pick this block up. Now head into the desert biome, because that is where this flower or grass type spawns. As you can see, by walking through the desert, you will now find this dry grass here. It adds a lot more to the desert because desert isn't just plain now with a few dead bushes. But in the distance over there, you can see the next new thing in this snapshot, that pink thing that is on top of the cactus. And if we quickly just fly over there, this is the cactus flower. Now, as for picking it up, if I break it, it does drop, but the cactus do destroy these, which is interesting. Now, these can be planted on the ground, so it does not need to be planted on top of a cactus to work. They do also have really cool placing sounds. Now, it can't be placed on the side of blocks, it can only be placed on the top surface. Now, the question is, what happens when you bone meal these? Nothing. They have no interactions with bone meal, and if I try to break these, they drop with no tool. Now, before we cover a few more things about this, I want to cover a few more things about the short grass and tall dry grass. Now, these can both be composted, so if you want to compost them for that little bit of bone meal, you can do that. The next thing, sheep can eat both of these to regrow their wool, so you can throw these inside of a sheep pen if you don't have grass. Now, as for what blocks these can be placed on, they can be placed on any sand type blocks. This is normal sand and red sand, and they can also be placed on terracotta-like blocks. And they can also be placed on dirt-like blocks. But this is really cool, and I really do like the look of these. They are going to suit the dead-themed builds so much better. Now let's quickly cover the details about the cactus flower. So this is the details. If a cactus is 1 or 2 blocks high, the cactus flower has a 10% chance to grow, instead of a cactus getting higher. If the cactus is 3 blocks or higher, the cactus flower has a 25% chance to grow, and the cactus flower will only grow if there are space on all 4 sides. Okay, so I'm guessing that means if I was to have a block like that was not correct. So my guess is if there was a block on like this, then the cactus flower wouldn't be able to grow on this block because there are not air blocks on the side block. That's pretty cool, and I can place it there though. For the player to place it, you can place it if there are blocks there. It just won't grow naturally if there are blocks there. So these can kind of be farmed then, I guess, because you could have like a double piston extender pushing over to break it constantly. Although, once again, I'm not too sure if that will 100% work because I haven't done any testing within this snapshot. Now, as for these cactus flowers, they can also be thrown inside of a crafting table to get 1 pink dye. And one other final thing to note is that these new grass types and the cactus flowers can also spawn within the Badlands biome. So if we was to quickly just adventure around here, you can see there is a patch of the grass over there. And if we was to fly around, you can see there is obviously the dead grass as well as the bushes. It also does say that the cactus is meant to spawn here, but I'm guessing that's probably on the red sandy part of the Badlands. Okay, yes, here we go. You can see there is cactus right here. There is also a chance that the flowers can spawn on these cactuses. Although, once again, it's not 100% spawn chance. Now that we've covered all of the new features in this snapshot, there are some changes which I quickly want to mention. Minecraft have made a change. Fire will no longer burn or spread if a player is not within 8 chunks. That is a good change because it means that, for example, if there was a lava lake over in the distance there, the fire would spread, and when you go over there, it would obviously burn down most of the forest. But there is also a game rule for this, and that is the allow fire ticks away from player. Now, by default, this is set to false, which means that this new feature is taking place, but you can turn this back to true if you would like to obviously have fire work prior to how it did in this snapshot. Now, Minecraft have also made some changes to the firefly bush. Conditions for the firefly bush playing ambient sounds has been changed. It now plays when all of the following conditions are met. It's nighttime, and the firefly bush not blocked from above. And this basically means if you have, for example, a firefly bush, if I quickly just grab one. So if we was to have a firefly bush right here, and then we was to have a block right there, but you can have leaves above it, which is good. So I think this is to avoid people placing them underground just to get the fireflies and also the ambient. But you can still do that by placing leaves above them. So if I was to do that, that would still play its ambient sound. Minecraft have also added one new tag in this update, and this is a tag for foods that sheep can eat. This is obviously blocks on the ground like grass, the new dry grasses. And they have also renamed the dead bush can place on. This is now for any dry vegetation can place on. There are also some technical changes in this update and also resource pack changes. They are mainly just to keep up to date with the changes in this snapshot, like the new textures for the chickens and things like that. So, now that we've covered everything new in this snapshot, just a quick recap. We obviously got the cactus flowers, we got the short and tall dry grass, we got 2 new egg types which spawns each variant of the chicken, and then obviously we got the new chicken variants as well. This is a pretty decent snapshot. Now, a quick little note, the chicken variants, like all the other variants, will work exactly the same as the normal chickens. But this is a pretty decent snapshot. If you did enjoy, do like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in another one very soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!